Hello friends, this is Tanya for Spellbinders 2023 Crafty Advent Calendar Day 8. So let's go ahead and open that box and see what we're going to find. I hope you're enjoying these reveals. I love these Crafty Advent calendars. They really pull together some fun elements to add to your projects. This looks like two layering sets for mushrooms. We've got a small and a large mushroom. I've die cut all of my elements from this looks like an oatmeal colored or a cream colored speckly cardstock, and then a distress mica stain sprayed piece of craft cardstock. If I had to guess, I think it was Crooked Broomstick and Unraveled spritzed on that particular piece of cardstock. And I am just layering this up. There is a base for the mushroom head so that you can easily layer this. There are holes through that layering die to show the base color through, which is perfect. That way you can add those dots very easily. Now this little ruffly piece, this could actually be grass too. It doesn't have to be a ruffly part of the stem. I just thought this looked really cute. So we're going to add that on my stem. And then we're going to construct the small one. It comes together similarly. There's only two pieces for the mushroom head for this one. Just the base layer and the layer with the dots. We'll attach the stem in a similar fashion, and you can make these tilt whatever way you would like. And again, I'm going to put this little ruffly piece right under the mushroom top. I think it looks super cute right there. And that's my two mushrooms. And with this neutral color, we're going to be able to use this on pretty much any color combo. Next, we're going to use the 3D embossing folder of the month for December. 2 hearts is 1. This does 2 A2 size panels at once, and we're going to use this one of them to create our card. We're going to use a heart from the December 2022 kit. This was from the Clear Stamp and Die of the month, and it coordinates pretty well with the heart on that embossing folder. We're going to take some pink cardstock and use the Golden Flamingo gilding polish to add some shimmer and shine, make our own specialty paper here. And I'm just going to put a scrap of cardstock, or excuse me, copy paper underneath this while I'm doing the gilding. That way I don't have to clean my work surface between tasks. This gilding polish is one of my favorites. I am going through a pearl luster phase, but the pink is going to come in more handy with the upcoming seasons. The Golden Flamingo gilding polish is also available in the Spellbinders shop, so easy to get. I'm also going to use this gilding polish on the craft cardstock that we embossed with the 3D embossing folder. It's really going to make those embossed flowers all the way around this heart be bold and bright and really show off. I do add it to the center portion of this card also. Makes that heart a little more evident. Although we're going to cover most of that, so it's not going to matter in the long run. I die cut this heart from that Golden Flamingo polished piece of pink cardstock. I trimmed down this panel to about 3 3/4 by 5 inches, added some extra cardstock behind each of these layers, and now we're going to start assembling our card. I have a heavyweight block over the top of those to help them adhere nicely, and I added some extra layers in a few strategic spots behind our mushrooms. Next, I'm going to take a sentiment from the December 2022 Clear Stamp and Die of the month. I'm going to use it's a very fine cursive font, so I'm going to be very gentle when I'm doing my stamping, just lightly pushing this down on the cardstock and doing more than one inking to make sure I get a good solid inking. We're going to use some Brutus Monroe Golden Gourd. I use this particular embossing powder because it is very fine. So it's going to work with this fine detail, tiny sentiment very well. I don't remember what it said. Oh, there it is. I think it says something about I love your big heart. I was looking through my stash of stamps for something punny about mushrooms, and nothing quite fit the feel I wanted for this card. This is ultimately going to end up being a birthday card for one of my grandchildren. I actually gave it to her already. We're going to use some Bubble Amore embellishments from Trinity Stamps. These are an iridescent clear mix of 3 different sizes of hearts, and I'm just going to do a scattering of those above our sentiment. Then we're going to use this month's Clear Stampin' Die of the Month, the December 2023 Clear Stampin' Die of the Month, and we're going to use the Golden Flamingo gilding polish to stamp these hearts. First I use the sponge, and then I decide that that's going to take too much time to get it on our stamps. So then I smear a light layer, a thin layer of the gilding polish on a piece of acetate and pick up the gilding polish with my stamps, give it a good solid stamping, and do it one more time. And creating a border of hearts along the right side of the inside of the card. I sometimes forget that you can stamp with your gilding polish. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, now is a great time. If you are interested in any of the products I used today, check that description box below. They will be listed and linked there as always. And if you would like to leave me a comment, I'd love to hear what you have to say. I will be back tomorrow with the next video in the Advent Calendar series. Until then, here are a couple more videos I thought you might enjoy. Bye-bye.